Hello, today I am sharing with you my top tips to help you fall asleep faster and have a great night's sleep. And you might be wondering, why does this even matter? And if you've ever had a bad night's sleep, or if you've ever been a mother, you probably know how important sleep is. Of course, we know having a great night's sleep helps our skin look better, it gives us more energy, but you may be surprised at some of the other key important things that are greatly impacted by our sleep and the quality of sleep, as well as how much deep sleep we are getting. So one of the things that really surprised me but made total sense once I thought about it was how sleep affects our leptin and ghrelin. Those are hunger and satiety hormones, and when we get a poor night's sleep, not only does our appetite naturally increase, but leptin, the hormone that signals to the body when we're full and we've had enough to eat, goes way down. So it's like a double whammy. We're hungrier and the hormone that tells us we're full is way lower. So we're far more likely to overeat after a poor night's sleep. Not only that, our metabolism isn't functioning optimally, and we are greatly reducing our nightly regeneration. During the night is when our body does all of the deep cleaning, all of the anti-aging things that help us to look our best over time. So just in case you're wondering, like, why does sleep matter that much? It really matters, aside from the obvious things of like having energy, not having dark circles, all of that stuff. Of course, we want to have energy for our daily life and to get in our workouts and just be a happy, healthy, vibrant version of ourselves. So let me get into the tips. Tip number one has to do with caffeine. We can't talk about sleep without talking about caffeine. I have a hard and fast rule that 12 hours before bedtime, I have no caffeine. So I don't have coffee after 9:30. If I want to go to bed around 9:30, 10, I'm not having coffee past 9:30. So if you're having trouble sleeping and you're somebody who drinks a good amount of coffee or tea, try that and see if it helps. Of course, number two is having like a little nighttime routine. We have nighttime routine for our children. I mean, even our dog has a little nighttime routine of going out for a pee, having a drink of water, then taking his collar off. So do yourself the justice of making your own little nighttime routine, whether that's having a shower, doing a little skincare, reading a few chapters of a book, or listening to a meditation. Those are all things that I love to do. And then one great way that you can really upgrade your nighttime routine is including some nutrients that are going to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, and also help drive the optimal hormone production during sleep. So we created Renew with a top nutritionist in America to help us get the most comprehensive sleep support formula out there that is all natural. So we have so many women who have written in from our community to talk about how much they love Renew. They've been able to come off their hardcore sleep pharmaceutical drugs that they were on because of Renew and feel so much better, because unlike, those hardcore sleep drugs, they have so many side effects, and a lot of them leave you feeling worse during the day. This actually helps you wake up renewed, refreshed, and feeling really, really energized. And like I said, it's all natural, so none of those nasty side effects from the hardcore stuff either. We have 8 proven nutrients in the clinically validated ratio to help you get the best sleep ever. And I take this even though sometimes my sleep is disrupted by my son through the night. I'm still able to hear him on the monitor. It's not like I'm completely conked out or anything, but if I am up with him, I'm able to fall asleep so much faster. I have so much more information on the next page, as well as an exclusive savings opportunity only for our followers that you can find by either heading to the link I've placed on this video or commenting sleep down below, and I will send it directly to you. But Renew is something that I won't be without, and hundreds of thousands of women in our community will not be without it either. So it's highly worth trying, especially if you're looking to slim down a little bit. When I am really religious about taking this, I notice a big difference in my hunger, and therefore I get better results from my diet and exercise routine as well. So that was kind of nighttime routine plus upgrading it to include this. Now, something else that you want to consider is your hydration. For example, my husband loves to have the nighttime tea. But if I have nighttime tea with him, I'm up through the night peeing. So it's like counteractive. It's like, okay, I'm drinking this sleepy time tea, but I'm actually up peeing through the night. So that's not good. So if you are somebody who like doesn't drink water throughout the day and then realizes, oh, I got to drink a bunch of water in the evening, really do your best to hydrate first thing in the morning. A great thing that I do is have a liter of water first thing in the morning. I really try and get that down. And I notice on the days that I do that, I'm not kind of playing catch up all throughout the day. So I'm not up going pee during the night. I feel like especially as we get older and again, after having kids, our bladder is not quite as resilient as it used to be. So that urge to wake up and pee. But I didn't really plan on going this far into talking about peeing through the night. But if you are, do consider trying not to go pee. This is just not medical advice, just my experience, and I've talked to a bunch of girlfriends about it. Not going pee and going back to sleep and kind of training yourself out of that habit. Of course, if you're prone to like UTIs or anything, maybe don't follow that advice. This is just a general idea that's maybe worth trying. For me, I noticed if I just wake up when I have to pee and I'm like, I'm not going to pee. It's only 3 more hours till bed and I fall back asleep. Then it's not like that nightly thing of waking up the same time every single night, which is the worst, right? Another thing that I love is my sleep mask. My husband watches TV before bed. So in our bedroom, he'll be watching TV and I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. So I put a sleep mask on and just blocking out that blue light makes such a big difference. I mean, of course, ideally you don't have a TV in your bedroom or you're not watching TV before bed. That would be my ideal, but I mean, my other ideal is sleeping in bed with my husband, so I'll take it. You gotta choose your battles, right? But that makes a really big difference. And the final thing that I wanna talk about is the timing of dinner. So if you find that you're somebody who has a big appetite, I would say trying to shift your calories to later in the day. Now, like for example, me, I'm a really hungry person. And if I eat dinner at like 5 and then I try to go to bed at 10, sometimes I feel like I'm hungry. So instead of starting my day with breakfast at like 7 a.m., I push it back to like 9 a.m. and then my last meal is done by 6:30. So it's not so long before bed, because if you're really hungry, it can affect your ability to fall asleep. But in the same token, if you're really full, if you didn't eat till 8 p.m. and then you're trying to go to bed at 10, that might not feel as good either. So consider the timing of your dinner. And to be honest, like I know some people say, don't eat after 8 p.m., it's gonna make you gain weight. What really makes us gain weight is a couple things: the hormonal state of our body, as well as how many calories we are including, and if anything has recently changed. Like if you go from working out an hour a day every single day to only doing 15 minutes 3 times a week, you're gonna see a change in that because your body's going from what it was used to less, right? So I feel like instead of focusing on like the actual time, focus on how much you're eating throughout the day. I like intermittent fasting because for me, if I'm eating for 12, 13 hours out of the day, it's really easy for me to overeat. But if I'm only eating between 8 or 9 hours out of the whole day, I just can't cram as much food into that time. So that's what helps me keep my calories down. As well as there's lots of benefits to intermittent fasting and fasting, which if you want me to do a video on, I can do more of a video on that. Me and a lot of women in our community have had great results. So if you want to see that, let me know down in the comments. But just for the purpose of talking about sleep, timing your dinner can make a really big difference. Then of course, sleep in the darkest room humanly possible, and that will help big time. And don't have kids or dogs or husbands, and then you'll be able to sleep as good as you want. I'm kidding. Kids, dogs, and husbands, they're worth it, but they usually mean less sleep. Let's be real. So I hope you found this video helpful. Take advantage of the amazing savings. Up to $196 in savings is available today. I think that you will absolutely love including Renew in your routine. You can take up to 4 capsules. I personally take 2 a night, and that is Chef's kiss, perfect for me. I so look forward to being on your nightstand every night, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Big hugs, lots of love, bye-bye.